Hello and welcome to the channel. So these are the list of cars that are still coming in a manual transmission in 2024. The list seems to be shrinking, but shout out to all these automakers that are still making manual transmission vehicles. Really appreciate it. So the Acura Integra, the Integra is the only car in the Acura lineup that still has a manual transmission. If you want one, you'll have to upgrade to the A spec model with the technology package, which starts at 37. The Acura kind of like it's like a SI version of the said vehicle. It's literally just the SI wrapped in Acura, and then you have the Type S, which is the Type R version with a little bit of oomph and luxury in the interior. I think it looks nice from the inside, definitely. And the outside is not bad looking either. I definitely want to own me one of these. Aston Martin, if you have a penchant for a rare British sports car with 6 speed and a V12, Aston Martin has just the car for you. Limited to just 110, the Aston Martin Valor. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that name wrong. Has a retro design inspired by iconic V8 vintage of the 1970s and 80s. Under the hood is a twin turbo 5.2 liter V12 engine making 705 horsepower and 555 foot pounds of torque. Sheesh, it's going for $1.5 million. I'm surprised they make these vehicles manual, but that's good. The fact that they're still investing on these, it's a good sign that that manual isn't completely dead on the high end version. The back mono that could be had in a manual transmission as well for 200 Gs. And then of course you have the BMW M2 and the M3 and the M4. So M3, M2, M4, those all come in a manual transmission. The M2 has always been like, I always had a thing for the M2, except not the new one. I prefer the older version of it, especially them giving it a little bit more power with the championship. What is it called? Is it the Champion Edition or something like that? Champion, I think Champion Edition, where they take the M3 engine and put it on the M2, give you a little bit more power. And then, of course, you have the M4 with the kidney grills. Those are some lovely kidneys. And then the Z4, which is the Supra. That is why they both share the same engine, but the Supra is a little bit cheaper. And of course, you have the Cadillac CT4 V Blackwing. If you want it in a 6-speed manual, it does come in that. So that's always a nice thing. But what I will say is, I always turn off rev matching, because if you hop into a wrong gear, it's not a good time, because it will match that, and it's not a recipe for. It's not good news. Definitely not good news. I've done it once and then I've turned it off after that. But I was able to shift to a different gear. I did not want to blow up my engine. Then you have the Cadillac CT5 Blackwing, which gives you more horsepower, 6.2 liter supercharged V8, making 668 horsepower and 659 foot-pounds of torque. And of course, the Mustang with the 5.2 liter V8 GT Premium and the Dark Horse trim, which is going for an obscene amount of money. If you want a Dark Horse, just wait out in the dark for everything to settle down. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Then you have your Ford Bronco. Also comes in a manual transmission. You have Gordon Meyer Automotive T33. I've never seen this. In a world, the pedal shifted, supercars focus on razor sharp gears. Generous or gorgeous T.33 holds in analog line. Its naturally aspirated Cosworth V12 spins to over 11,000 RPM. The few things in life as good as the modulating, such an engine with H-gate 6-speed. Sadly, few have the experience, because the T .33 has just small production run, and each one is already spoken for. And then, of course, you have the Honda Civic Si and the Type R, which good luck trying to get your hands on the Type R without paying less than 50 grand for one. It is literally impossible. And I don't know why I'm still doing an accent. But I have a Type R, and it's a fun, nimble, razor-sharp handling vehicle. But the price is 45,000. But the only problem with that is you're not going to see the vehicle being sold anywhere less than 60,000, probably close to 70,000 out the door. And most dealerships are asking for markup from like at the lowest probably 5,000 all the way up to 20,000, which I say they can just go fuck themselves. And then you have the Elantra N. Hyundai is still making this, even though it's a little loud. People have been pulled over with it being too loud, even though it's a stock vehicle, which makes no sense at all with zero modifications. Like that one video that I did about the guy that got pulled over, and he was sent to a referee, and then he ends up failing. And even though he contacted Hyundai and tried to resolve the issue, I think that ended up being resolved somehow. They probably did like a buyback or something like that. I'm not sure. Probably need to follow up on that story. And of course, you have the Jeep Wrangler Gladiator, which I say to stay away with. Just fucking stay away from Gladiators, okay? Don't fucking buy one. All right, don't do it. And then of course you have the Koenigsegg. Cannot say that name. Koenigsegg CC850. That's another monster of a vehicle with a monster shifting controlled 9-speed gearbox that can swap cogs on its own. Jesus Christ, 9? I know I've seen one of the Porsche had a 7-speed manual transmission. That's insane. And when we're going to the bargain, you have the Mazda 3 and the Miata. And the Miata is a really fun, nice little car to drive with plenty of power for its size. Then you have the Mini Cooper, Nissan Z still making manual transmissions, so shout out to Nissan. And you have the Versa, and then of course the Pagani. Damn, that's such a sweet looking car. I'm not gonna lie. Pagani, this car is fucking beautiful. And then you have the Pagani Utopia, by far the priciest manual car you can buy today. In theory, the Pagani Utopia priced at around 2.5. In the US, the Utopia pairs a 7-speed manual transmission with 864 horsepower V12 engine, which gets 0 to 60 under 3 seconds. Of course, you have Porsche Cayman and the Boxster pure mid-engine sports cars. I would love to own me one of these Porsche. The one that I really, really wanted was the Porsche. I don't know if it's a Cayman, but it was the Porsche GT4. If I was ever to get like real money, or I will get some real money eventually down the road, I would love to own a Porsche GT. I mean, just look at that thing. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Sheesh. Yeah. But anyway, let's go back to the list. Then, of course, you have the Porsche 911. The Porsche 911. Damn. I would still prefer the GT4 over the 911. Let's see. Then you have a Subaru BRZ, the WRX Boobaroo. I missed my WRX. I had a hatchback. It was a nice little nimble car. And then the Toyota GR86. And, of course, the Toyota GR Corolla, which is also a manual transmission. And then another one in the lineup is the Toyota Tacoma, which still comes in a manual transmission for like certain trims, the SR trim, and also the TRD Sport and TRD Off-Road. Then you have the Volkswagen GTI that is also coming with a manual transmission. Actually, you know what? This list is quite long, honestly. I didn't expect this many cars. Then you have the Volkswagen Jetta GLI. The one that's not on here that I have not seen on the list is going to be the what is it? The Toyota Supra. The Supra, even though it's like a limited run or whatever the hell they want to call it, also comes in a manual transmission as well too. But let me know in the comments below if they missed any other vehicle besides the one I just mentioned at the end. I feel like, you know, manuals are still alive, which is a good day to celebrate. Because soon these cars are going to be gone with all the regulations that's consistently being pushed down our throats by our government. But anyway, won't keep you long. You have a great day. As always, make sure to like, subscribe. See you in the next video.